Wow. I've actually got subscribers asking me to make more videos. And of course, y'all know I ain't no beauty pie, but I'll do my best. Alright, well, thank you is what I want to say to that. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for telling me to get off my ass, get on the camera more. It is kind of weird because for the majority of my life, I do not like having my picture taken. And so being on the internet, having my picture out there is kind of weird. But I'll get over it. So, thank you again. Today, as promised, I'm bringing you the story or a little hadith of Mohammed. Now, if you don't know what a hadith is, it is a short story of either Muhammad's behavior or his attitude or outlook toward a specific topic, things like that, examples of his actions that Muslims are commanded to emulate or to follow. So today what I want to talk about is what the left, social justice warriors, liberals, feminists, the Antifa, you name it. That's what I'm describing as the left. And I'll be conscious of these. I'll use these sparingly, I promise. Okay. So you get the idea, the general framework of what I mean when I say the left. And Islam. What it is entitlement mentality. Now, I shouldn't have to go into any kind of a description of the entitlement mentality of the left. I mean, it's pretty apparent and on its face, ridiculous and outlandish and in your face and aggressive even. So, what I want to express in this video is how and why you see Muslims in this country doing what they're doing when they immigrate to this country, i.e. getting on welfare, food stamps, housing subsidies, anything and everything that they can take from us as far as entitlement programs. They, and of course others, but today I want to specifically address Muslims and how they take advantage of our country's generosity and entitlement programs because of an example set by Mohammed in one of his hadiths. So I've got it up in front of me, so I'll just read it as it's written, and then I'll try and come back and say, here's basically what he was saying. Which shouldn't be too hard because you'll probably all get it just from me reading it. So now the scene is Mohammed sitting with an old man on his left and a young boy on his right. Okay, and he's drinking something. So it says, okay, so this is narrated by Sahil bin Saad. A tumbler, container, full of milk or water, let's just call it milk, was brought to the Prophet, who drank from it, while on his right side there was sitting a boy who was the youngest of those who were present, and on his left side were old men. The Prophet asked, "O boy, will you allow me to give it," i.e. the rest of the milk, "to the old man?" The boy said, "O Allah's apostle, I will not give preference to anyone over me to drink the rest of it from which you have drunk." So the Prophet gave it to him. So basically you have Muhammad, and on his right is the youngest boy of those present, like a child, right? And on his left he has the old man. And he can't finish his milk. And he turns to the boy and says, "Hey, would you mind if I gave this, would it be all right with you if I gave this milk to the old man over there? Because they're looking kind of thirsty." And the young boy, who's probably been indoctrinated by this age, and I would say that from this hadith it's apparent, says, "Oh, hell no. I'm not going to give any preference to anybody above me to finish the rest of your milk, Muhammad." And so Muhammad said, "There you go, kiddo," gives him the milk. Now, why is that a problem? Well, I see it as a problem because the boy thinks that he has a right to that milk above his elders, right? Above those who have more experience than him in life, above those who have more wisdom than him in life. And he says, no, I'm not going to prefer that they get that milk over me. I am entitled to that milk, Mohammed. And Mohammed gives it to him, reinforcing that entitlement mentality. Now, what do you see in America with the people on the left who are on welfare? Now, I'm about to go on unemployment, and for those of you that are confused between the two things, welfare and unemployment, welfare is other people's money being taken from them at the point of a gun and being given to you, while unemployment is money that I've earned while employed and socked away for such a time as this when I'm now unemployed. So that's the key difference, and a lot of people are too thick and fucking stupid to get that difference. And so they'll look at somebody on unemployment and say, why are you milking the system? Well, motherfucker, you come and tell me that shit to my face, and you and I are going to have some issues. So, this entitlement mentality does not pertain to those who look for work or who use the benefits of the system that we have in place to support those who lose work. I am specifically addressing those people of all races, creeds, colors, and religions who deliberately take advantage of the system and who have no problem with government holding a gun to your head for your money to support them, because that's exactly what it is. And this entitlement mentality is pervasive throughout our society. And it angers me to no end when I see it. Every time I see a person on welfare or food stamps haggling with a cashier in the grocery store because they don't have enough on their EBT cards to get a box of fucking ho-hos, well then yeah, I got a problem with that. So, how does this relate to Islam, and how does it connect to the left and the entitlement mentality of the left? Well, just look at this hadith. Mohammed, the perfect example for all Muslims to follow, deliberately encourages this entitlement mentality in the youngest of those present. Now, how do you think those young people are going to grow up? What are they going to look like? How are they going to think? What do you think their methods of expression are going to be when things aren't going their way? Have you all seen the Antifa? Yeah. We got a problem in this country, folks, and it's Islam. I get a lot of what little I know of Islam and Sharia and Muhammad from a Dr. Bill Warner, who heads the Society for, or the Institute for the Study of Political Islam. Thank you, Dr. Warner. I really appreciate watching your videos. They are insightful. I have learned so much. In case you ever watch this video, I just want to shout out to you and the study for, or the Institute for the Study of Political Islam for providing this valuable information. If more people would go to his website, which I will link down below, then they could educate themselves on Islam and on Muhammad, on the trilogy of Islamic texts in far less time than you might think. Most people approach Islam as if it's too complicated to understand. Oh, I don't want to piss Muslims off. Oh, I don't want to anger my community. Oh, I don't want to lose my job. Well, I suspect this is one of the reasons I recently lost my job, is because I spoke out about the cheating that goes on in the education system, and I also speak out about the hijab being worn in the workplace. I have a problem with that. Yes, I am sorry. I have a problem with that, and even if it costs me my job, I am not going to shut up about it. I'm going to point it out. I'm going to say it's wrong. By allowing this in the public education system and in the workplace, what you are doing is you are capitulating to Sharia, which is very subtle, but it is capitulation nonetheless. Have you ever heard the expression, if they'll take an inch, they'll take a mile? Well, Muslims will, and Islam absolutely will. So, just be aware of this when you're out there. I want to thank you all. I know that what I have to say is going to anger some folks, and frankly, I don't care. You're welcome to be my hater. I'm going to appreciate all the hate that I get as well as all the love that I get, because I know I ain't no PewDiePie.